Let's see. You're in frame? You good?
In there.
We've got everybody in frame. Okay, so we've got episode 2. I will shout out Dyson Ty for the hat. I got this back a while ago. I love it. It's super cute. Don't let the eyes distract you. We're here. I hate declaring what episode it is because sometimes I gotta do these things out of order. So we'll just say that for now. Episode 2. This is Justin.
Yo.
Justin's been a member of the anime community for quite some time. As you can see, he's decked out in full regalia.
Come on, huh?
Okay.
Where is it? Yep. We got the doodle bob. We got the whole ensemble. And
this
more
is
to
just
come.
a small fraction of his personal collection. I've seen the pop heroes, the signatures, the posters, the buttons, the pins. He's got it all.
The custom jacket, hoodie, the whole lot.
So, I mean, it's no surprise to me that with all of this, you'd be considered an avid anime watcher. I have no doubt in my mind that you are one of the top fans that I know personally. In my own personal friend group, I have very few people on this level. So I'm happy that you decided to talk to me today, get a little interview going.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So we do want to shout out what you do. What do you want to tell us that you do? Because I know you hosted your game night here at Otaku Detroit last Saturday.
I'm about to say, we'll shout out that. I have a million jobs. One of my many jobs, I work at GameStop for nefarious reasons only.
Okay.
I'm
Only for profit.
I am a discount employee.
Okay.
Yeah, started this anime group, or anime club last year, and a couple bumps, but has grown into something beautiful. Yesterday actually was our biggest meeting, or meetup, game night, however you want to call it.
The biggest one so far.
The biggest one so far, and it was fantastic.
We'll probably throw in a little video and photo that you collected from last night.
I have millions.
Yes, he hosted it here at Otaku Detroit. That's where we're recording today. They have a beautiful venue. They have a beautiful collection of pop heroes, figurines. Local artists can also have their things put up in the shop, and I did get a few things for myself.
Hey.
It's power. Everybody needs a muscle mouse.
Hey.
I'm not sure whose mouth this is, but it's certainly cool enough to be a part of my collection.
It reminds me of the chick with the vacuum cleaner from Hunter x Hunter.
You know what? It does, doesn't it?
Like, it's not it, but it's
not
very close.
it, but it's very close. I had the lychee flavor. He said watermelon's the best, but he drank the last one last night. So
yeah, they restocked it after we already bought it. But hey,
this was really good. He helped me through the process.
Down. Hey.
First one,
but also supporting the business.
She went with lychee, y'all.
I mean, if you get it directly from her, just
I have a game card.
My attempts to get that right.
Hey, it was better than mine. It was spilled,
Yeah, yours spilled.
Yours
spilled.
Fire.
It wasn't a fire.
A guy broke through the window, or someone got thrown through a window. It was wild.
How I typically conduct these interviews, we put you into a category of sorts, just so everybody else watching knows what level you're at. And then after that, a little game that I came up with.
Okay.
Game of firsts.
I'm down for the game.
He is also pretty skilled at making games. You were telling me about your trivia game and your chaos battle debate game.
So normally how game nights works, the last Saturday of every month at Otaku Detroit. The only time we had to skip a Saturday or reschedule was last month for Ishokon, which was fantastic. But yeah, so normally game night is from 7 to 10. People come in, politic, have kind of like a little cocktail hour minus the cocktails because I'm broke, I can't feed everybody. But I bring my PlayStation, people play games. Lately we've been throwing down on Tekken 8, which is it's basically anime.
The biggest thing going right now.
Yeah, it got personal yesterday. No, it was dope though. We eventually around 8:30ish we segue into the anime trivia. For those who have played like Jackbox games, Kahoot, we use another website called Booklet. It's fantastic. And after a quiz or two of that, I normally announce ahead of like at least 2 weeks ahead of time, like the themes for the quizzes. So
Okay.
like yesterday actually was Chainsaw Man.
So people get a chance to prepare.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
But I do throw in like the second quiz. I don't give the heads up for it, so
You just gotta know. You gotta know your stuff.
If you know, you know. But but yeah, after the quizzes, we go into what is now called Chaos Theory. When I was at Ishokon, I hosted it. It was called What If Battles Omniverse Edition.
Okay.
Because the plight with any RPG gamer is naming. Like, it's finally custom your character, the whole nine, ready to start the game. But the moment it says enter a name, frozen for at least 6 hours. But yeah, so basically the way Chaos Theories work, I have a spinner wheel with, as it stands right now, 190 characters, and 91 and
191.
counting.
I was honestly shocked to see quite a list.
Everybody from Bugs Bunny to Sailor Moon, Gojo, Sukuna, Ben 10, Danny Phantom, SpongeBob.
Not just anime characters. You've got to know how to really convince the audience.
The name of the game is win the crowd over. Best argument wins. If you can soundly convince me that SpongeBob will beat Beerus, hey, full send. There was a girl who came yesterday. She was new. One of the guys she went up against, he's played the game numerous times at Ishokon, so he's familiar with it. Okay. So
a veteran.
I won't say vet yet, but he's intermediate. Like he's growing. He's getting there.
A participant.
He's definitely going to attempt at the belt one day. No, he's done. He definitely knows his stuff, but he knows his stuff. And not saying that she didn't know her stuff, but you know, it's her first time and
a new experience.
Exactly. With that, she got the dub over him. And I'm like, if I had to compare both the two's knowledge, I'm sure he knows more. But hey, her argument was better. So that battle was All Might versus Virgil from Devil May Cry. Right. And no, he had a sound argument. So on paper, Virgil watches All Might. Like that's not for debate. Power scaling, no. Virgil got it. However,
don't disagree.
However, first off, the moment she brought out Detroit Smash at Otaku Detroit, the crowd was with it. They was like, yeah, no, she got it, bro. That's it.
I kind of love that you don't have to be like a full scale, like otaku deep down to the core, you know, all the facts, you know, the history, you know, the even non-canon, almost canon. No.
Yep.
You can just come, say your piece, and if you can convince the crowd to back you, it's a win. My games don't go that deep just yet, so I think I'll have to take some inspiration from you and your community building skills. Do you have any like big plans or future goals for the events that you throw here?
I have a bunch of ambitious projects. I'm not going to mention all of them because I don't want y'all stealing those.
We don't want no poachers. Give us just a little taste of your idea.
I am going to be starting like pop-up ish anime bonfires this summer.
That sounds lovely.
And the backing drive behind this group and this club, this team, the whole nine is I want to connect the growing anime community, the growing geek community, because I'm a super geek. Like when it comes to games, anime, comics, mythology, this well runs deep. But yeah, no, I wanted to, connect everybody. And don't get me wrong, I love the cons. Cons are dope, but everyone doesn't have time to dedicate to the cons or the big con money. So, I'm all about throwing more local and those smaller events. Because I'm sure a lot of the ideas I have, a lot of other people probably had too, but lack the know-how, support, or execution.
I agree.
And that's where I come in, because I'm always down for like collaborations or anybody want to, network and like, hey, I have this idea, but I don't know how to launch it. Can you're down to team up and help me out and make something shake? And like,
I love that.
Absolutely. As crazy as it sounds, especially in the anime community in Michigan and just the Metro Detroit area, I'm so under the impression that if you're in the community, everyone knows of Otaku Detroit. Well, a lot of people at least at most have even heard of it, but haven't checked it out themselves. This is the reason to come check it out.
This is a great reason. I feel like our goals kind of align on that, because on the one hand, I don't particularly host events, but I've participated in several. I've been to the Otaku event. I've been to the Touch Grass anime rave event. And I've checked out a lot of cool like venues, comic book stores type deals in the city. So I really like to kind of promote and push those people to the broader audience that may not be aware that in their city they have these opportunities or these events that they can go to and mingle and meet people.
I also have a Discord server.
We can plug that. We'll put that up there too.
Bet, because it's in the Instagram bio. I'm terrible with updating because the links only last like a week, so I have to keep doing it. But life happens, so I'll be forgetting.
That's all right.
But I updated it yesterday, so at least I'm solid until next Sunday. But shoot, there's a manga cafe that one of the club members just told me about, and
this is the one that just opened, Haru.
I believe so, yes.
I haven't been there yet, but it's on the list.
It's funny because we were talking about taking a field trip, and just meeting up there. Welcome people to, especially meet up in the Discord because, I may be the fearless spearhead in this, but hey, if people connect and want to do something or like, hey, toss into the Discord, hey, I'm in this area. Anybody who's in the area or down to meet up here, we can do this, do that, go to movies, the whole nine.
We're all about spreading the love in the anime community. I don't foresee a reason to be stingy with these things. I don't feel the need to be like elitist about any of it. I feel like the more people who enjoy anime, the more people who love it, the more people who want to talk about it, the better for me.
No gatekeeping.
No gatekeeping. I mean, we all grew up with having that interest in high school maybe and feeling maybe othered by the masses at your school. Maybe some of us didn't have that experience because maybe you were the majority. But I really don't see a reason to cut out anybody who's becoming interested later on in life and making them feel crappy because they weren't down when it wasn't cool. I like that anime is becoming cooler and more mainstream and that we could wear our anime merch out and about and not feel like, oh, is someone going to peg me as kind of nerdy, a little lame?
I'm telling you, it won't be long before we're at Japan's level to where we're at the supermarket and just see a random bottle of detergent and it's got anime on it. It's like,
I would love that, Loki.
Like,
I do want to say what I would qualify as an avid watcher. You've already hit the mark. I hardly don't even need to give you the criteria test because I think you've already passed. That's somebody who watches currently airing anime. You have an anime streaming service or a subscription. Yeah. You have a list of anime that you would recommend to others.
Anime, manga, the whole night, yes.
The whole shebang. You can name at least one animation studio.
Mappa.
Guaranteed.
A1.
I would say Studio Trigger, Ufotable,
Studio Ghibli.
Orange.
Man.
Has likely been to a convention or owns anime merch and apparel, which not only do you go to conventions, you went to a signing yesterday at the mall.
Yes. Shout outs to First Form Collectibles. For those who, can't make it to cons or whatever, First Form has both a store in Southland Mall and Taylor and then Great Lakes, and they held voice actor signings. Everybody, so far, I've gone to David Vincent, who plays both Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen and Grimmjow from Bleach.
Are these their English voice actors?
These are the English voice actors. If they get their hands on the Japanese voice actors, first off, can get them here.
That would be amazing.
Oh, it's over. Because I'm getting the double sign for both English and Japanese.
That would be cool.
And for the dub watchers, you can get behind these voice actors too, because these guys, a lot of the people that have shown up have voice acted some of your favorite characters or soon to be your favorite characters when following seasons come out. As we're talking right now, at the Taylor Mall, they're doing their Jujutsu Kaisen signing day 2. This their biggest event yet, and they have 4 voice actors. So they have the voice actor for Yuji, Megumi, Nobara, and Gojo all in one store. Everybody's amazing. If I had the money, I would have got everything I wanted signed, but I had to choose. So I think
I got a video of the pop heroes you got signed, so I can throw those on the screen as well.
Man, I had 3 variants of Gojo signed and Sanemi from Demon Slayer. He's the Wind Pillar. His popularity is about to go through the roof moving forward. But Oh, and then shoot, when it comes to anime apparel, like I'm actually having a clothing catalog worked on right now for the club.
Really?
And then club members get like everything from 10 to 20% off.
I love the sound of that. There's apparel and discounts. You got,
man, what?
there's a reason to become a member.
I'm telling you, like my designer, she's working on some fire. And again, the thing when it comes to the apparel, because the hoodie, we had made and designed myself.
See the shirt, it is so nice.
For the Bleach fans, but yeah, no, like don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with like buying the stuff from like Hot Topic and Box Lunch, and just from the stores period, because I've caved numerous times. But I also like the feeling of wearing something exclusive.
Yes.
Or just wearing something that feels tailored to me. Like I saw this and got this design particularly for me. Like this is like this is a mix of some of my favorite series left and right.
I see a lot of different things. I think we've got Bleach on here.
Yeah, we definitely got Bleach.
I felt like Solo Leveling was on here somewhere.
Solo Leveling is not on here. But I do have my custom Solo Leveling jacket in my car. That boy is nuts.
I think I saw that. Maybe I'm confusing it with the one you wore at the Glotaku.
I wore that one at Glotaku.
Okay, that's where it's coming from. So I got 2 questions, and then we'll play the game of first.
Dope.
Some of the things I feel like an avid watcher could be able to answer for. Do you have a favorite anime convention that you've been to that you could recommend?
Convention, though.
Yeah, because I've only ever been to Youmacon. Not for lack of trying, but it costs to go to all these other conventions.
Yes.
Flight, cosplays cost, hotels cost, convention cost. So I just stay at Yoma. I love Detroit. I love the city.
Yep.
I'm happy to continue to attend a Youmacon, but I think you've been to more than just that.
I have. So Yoma was my first.
Okay.
I was mad young, but I don't know. When it comes to a favorite, it's hard to narrow down. So I'll limit it to 3.
All right, we can give us the top 3.
No, I'm be different. Make 4.
Okay.
So,
and a bonus.
In no particular order: Youmacon, Ishocon, DreamCon.
I would love to go to DreamCon.
And ColossalCon.
Okay, DreamCon is high on my list. If I were to travel for one, that would be the one.
I drove.
You drove? How long was that drive?
It was a 21-hour drive. Me and two of my good friends power drove.
What state is it in again?
It's in Texas.
That's what I thought. Oh my God. You're dedicated.
Man, no shade to DreamCon whatsoever. They're still growing, and last year they could have been more prepared.
Okay.
But hey, it's a growing experience.
They raised their ticket prices, so I was hopeful that in acknowledging that they're getting popular, they've got more interest, they got more support, they charge more, they'd have more preparedness for the crowd they know that they could pull. Because I believe that one just sells out.
Oh yeah, they do like waves of ticket sales, or like waves of their ticket sales, and then once they're sold out, like, shoot, I got lucky. A friend of mine, one of the friends I drove with, she had a whole group of people that she was going with, and somebody backed out, and she asked me like, "Hey, you want to go?" And I'm like, "You know what? What's up? I'm with it."
To have friends, especially driving friends, I'm getting on a plane.
Because love how anime and just the geek culture just brings people together.
Me too.
I've made so many great friends, people I genuinely can call friends, like that I can hit up and chop it up with or meet up with and grab a bite, this, that, and the third. Even if I can't, I can't take that personal, because life is lifing.
Yeah, we all got responsibilities.
But like the amount of people I can just name, like in that I've met just over the years going to cons. Actually, so one of my good friends, Brandon and Joe, love the both of them. Shout out to B-Rad and the Night Skin. The one thing I love about them is they are super genuine people, and like if they're in your corner and they got your back, you solid.
I love that.
You ever have too much fun with somebody, but just don't exchange the contact information, anything like that?
Oh no, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, it's like
should have got their number, but I was just enjoying the vibe.
I went to an Anderson Paak concert in 2018 and ran into Brandon and Joe, and I'm like, brothers,
my fam.
But that time around, I did not forget to get the contact info. I made sure that made that apparent, and I mean, since then the friendship has only grown from there. Like, they are some of the, realest people. I love both of them to death. First off, Joe is is one of the funniest men alive.
Like you said, when you see somebody at an old event, I think we met at Yoma.
Yep.
And we've been, cool ever since.
Man, love y'all. Like, let me tell this story real quick.
Oh, he's got a story.
Oh, okay. So one thing when it comes to YomaCon, I don't remember what the exact year they started this, but they started doing the raves. It was 2018 for you guys, but prior to 2018, YomaCon would have a rave at the. I think they started this for real when they started going. It's going to the Renaissance.
Yes. And
people will be in the hall lined up for the rave, and then you'll have like a pocket of people with the Bluetooth speakers here and there, basically little mini parties before the party.
Yes.
Then enter these lovely people, because oh my goodness, I see the setup. I see like the bigger speakers.
Yes.
I see the mixing table. I'm like, he really about to turn the hallway party into a party. And when I tell you, like, the amount of people that still, not just me, the amount of people that still have videos, still have the memories, are hunting for her mans, hunting for this duo, this team,
just to recreate that moment,
man. Because I'm letting you know, pre-COVID 2019 was the best. First off, the best Yoma, but y'all made it fantastic. Like, y'all turned it up. It was like down the hall. It was even crazier. Is down the hall. It was that was the rave that was going on in the ballroom and everything. People was leaving that to come to the party. The hallway was filled. We had no issues over here.
No, everybody was responsible and very respectful.
Man, everybody was responsible, respectful, but the love, it was just crazy. Like, it was the love, the camaraderie. It was such a mixed crowd, but everybody felt accepted, and the music was fantastic. Like, his mixes were amazing, and everything from the Hood Is a Trap music to Kim Possible, anime openings, the classic cartoon openings, Pokemon. The mix. Oh my goodness, it was great, and it was such a legendary. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm thankful for the videos that I have that I can share to help share the memory. But just being there, it's like you had to be there. Like,
you had
the
to
moment
be
was
there.
Just great. So
we only did it 2 years in a row, and that very first year it was much more. It's something that we saw somebody else do just once, but it wasn't really on the same level. Honestly, it kind of took over a life of its own. So I have tons of videos. I'll probably throw them in there. Sadly, he is retired because he decided to just go ahead and focus on his career. So this was a hobby of his,
and that's the beauty of it.
That was the magic.
That's the beauty in the art, and I as a fan, it hurts my soul just hearing it, but I can ultimately respect it because when it comes to something like that, you definitely just want to do it out of love. Like,
it's out of love,
out of passion for it. Because if you doing it as a job or as more of a obligation, then it takes a little bit of the heart out of it.
It does. If it isn't a calling anymore, then it was fun while it lasted, and we've given, I say I just help look all the stuff up there and then kind of like interface with everybody else, but I'll say we because we're a team.
You are a team. Don't accept your flowers too.
When people still see us at these events, they'll come up and tell us about how great of a time it was, and I think that's so special. Mm-hmm. I think that really inspired me to get more active in the community because I feel the love. 9 times out of 10, I feel the love. I feel the connection. I feel like we relate.
Like, I'm telling you right now, when I saw you guys in 2019, like, that was my celebrity moment. I'm like, Like Beyonce could have walked right behind me. And I'm like, move! Like I gotta say what's up.
I
Like
gotta talk to the folks. Appreciate you even remembering that moment and really emphasizing what it meant to you. That makes my heart feel warm.
that's why you gotta get involved in these communities, man. You get magical moments that can not disappear, but can go away. They're once in a lifetime moments. So enjoy them while you can. Like don't get me wrong, you can take a picture and all that stuff, but be in the moment, people.
If you're a sentimental person, you'll have much more footage, but will you remember how you were feeling while you were recording these moments?
I'm actually glad you said that, because another big thing with this club, especially this game night, I like to create an area of comfortability for people to be themselves. Because growing up, I definitely, not only did I not meet people, let alone interested in anime, but on the level that I was definitely that kid in high school, rocking the Naruto headband and people hating.
Yeah.
But them same people now hitting me up was like, hey man, like the amount of people that hit me with the like, hey bro, you stayed you the whole time, and I love and respect that. And I'm like, yep, we still gonna have to run it back, but appreciate you, my guy.
I love the authenticity. I don't think that I had the same experience in my high school, but I did join the anime club in high school and kind of felt side-eyed for being there. I will ask the second question. For an avid watcher on your level, what anime would you recommend for somebody who's just getting interested? What would be your one recommendation? Because I know you want to give a top 3.
No,
but I feel like you got to pick one.
A good introductory anime. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
You think so?
That show has the right level of action, but comic relief. The story is really good, and especially at this point with it being done, someone can really just take their time with it and just go along for the ride.
And the dubbing's great. It was definitely popular on Toonami, and I think that would be a great first anime. I don't think I've finished it personally. I'm a current watcher, so I stay up to date on like everything that's currently airing, and I'll watch it week after week. It's harder sometimes to go back and complete these anime that stand as pillars of the community.
So, and that's the thing with that, because I again have so many, but also there's like, cause some anime is dated, and so it's like it encapsulates its time, like such certain 90s anime, still goated, but not in the sense of somebody's first necessarily. It's kind of like where people watching now, like their current stuff is what they're gonna grow up to remember. Yeah. And if they want to go back, by all means. But like I feel Full Metal is dated enough to still fit for the older generation and the current, in regards to current Demon Slayer.
I think Demon Slayer is a great first anime to give you just an idea of what anime could be. I don't think that the story is very complex, and that's a criticism, but I don't think it needs to be. Honestly, the animation carries, and if it's the only thing you like, you ain't gonna be disappointed. Bonus question. Curious, as an avid watcher, do you find yourself multitasking when you're watching anime? Because I'm fully immersed. Plus, because I'm reading, so I don't tend to say do my laundry and throw an anime on in the background. I'm always like, this is time to watch anime, phone down, locked in for hours.
Yes, and.
Because
I say that because, and not to shameless plug, but I'm at a level when it comes to certain series, I can I can listen and get the gist of what's going on, and still, especially if I've already read it, but listen, I can still, like, for prime example, when I'm at work, like my main job, I'm at a warehouse. If I'm in a particular part in the warehouse where I'm just doing something relaxed or not too hard, yeah, I'm definitely throwing up anime and catching up on, you know, a bunch of shows.
I think that's a good way to do it.
But the and is depending on the series, because if it's something I'm like prime example, Solo Leveling, Bleach, or another one that's coming that's about to blow up, Kaiju number 8. When those are on, everything else is down. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Don't call me. Don't text. No smoke signals. No emails. Messenger pigeons. You know what? Messenger pigeons I might be cool with.
I might accept the
Like,
pigeon or two.
because you know that then I know it's an emergency.
You really took the effort.
But and man, what you I'm for sure keeping the pigeon, but other than yeah, I'll answer the call. But other than that, I'm zoned in.
So since you mentioned solo leveling, I will ask your opinion.
Okay.
As somebody who has not read the manga at all, I have no preconceived ideas as to where our story is headed, but I'm interested in where we're going. I know the gist of what's taking place.
Okay.
How do you feel about the portrayal, the story, the pacing in the anime right now? Because me and my boyfriend like to kind of crack up at the monologuing, I didn't want to be weak, but now I'm strong, so fuck it, I guess I'll just do the damn thing then. How are you taking its portrayal?
Solo Leveling is not complicated.
No.
It's literally just, you want to know the story is that Solo Leveling. The story is not complicated. Where the series is going to take off is the action. It's the feeling of like being that one man army. He develops and grows into that. Hence Solo Leveling.
He does grow and develop in multiple ways, because boy, are they doing a lot of mid-drift ab shots that I'm like,
man, hey.
I know. He got a haircut. He's got the badass look.
He went from she'll be home at 10 to she calls me daddy now. Okay? He's in that range. He's in that pool now. Up there with Aizen and who else I want to put in that pool? Because there's quite a few people I could throw in there, but more on that list later. You know, the waifus and the husbandos. There's something for everybody.
I guess he's up there.
I will say, to attest to Solo Leveling's greatness, both with the animation, because A1 Studios is doing their thing. That was one thing I was like really worried about.
They're doing a good job.
There's a bunch of great series out there, but if they get picked up and executed by the wrong studio, it can just kill it. Yeah.
A lot of anime have suffered from being picked up by a animation team that just wasn't able to handle the workload, and I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen kind of suffered for the sake that they've been picked up by an animation studio that has more than their hands full.
They are overworked.
Are overworked, and this is one of their top priorities.
I mean, shoot, even in the whole overworking thing, they picked up One Punch Man season 3, and the stakes are high. But with Solo Leveling, as an avid anime watcher and manga reader and manhwa reader, Solo Leveling is the first series that has ever made me go and read the light novel, because the light novel was completed.
Okay.
Solo Leveling, the manga was just being illustrated, following everything.
I didn't realize there was a light novel.
Oh, there's quite a few series that has light novel source material. Like most people get into a series, if not through the anime, through the manga or manhwa.
Okay.
And then even before that, though, there are light novels that get picked up and illustrated, Solo Leveling being one of them. The Juju Island raid, for those who know, mid that point in the series, as it was being released, the weekly or every couple weeks, whatever, I'm at work and I'm just chilling reading, and it left me on such a cliffhanger. I said, no, you're not going to do this to me. So I immediately went to the light novel and just started reading, and I binged that entire series. And I'm like, yo. And did that stop me because I knew what was to come, did that stop me from reading the illustrations? Absolutely not.
No.
Because I get to see it.
Yes.
And that's one thing I tell people, reading and watching. A lot of anime that actually have manga origins, there's huge differences.
There are. Not only are there going to be huge differences, but there will be whole arcs left out or summarized very quickly. I feel like The Promised Neverland, a lot of people's biggest complaint was that they oversimplified what really took place once they left the farm. And Promised Neverland was one of my first anime recommendations, not to me, but to people who don't really watch anime. Yeah. I feel like that's always a great, like, look, if you want a crazy story with some tension and some edge, Promised Neverland. I just hate that the second season ain't worth the recommendation.
Pace yourself when it comes to watching anime, just because as you get more anime under your belt, you pick up on like the tropes behind anime. Like that, when it comes to anybody who's a huge anime fan and like video games, I have to recommend PlayStation, because PlayStation has a bunch of anime games. Like I'm playing the Legend of Heroes series, and that is literally the animated game. Like the amount of tropes in there, like teenagers going to a military academy, check. Main character, mysterious background, check. Main character has a transformation that comes from a dark power that turns his hair white and eyes red, check.
Kaneki.
Oh my god, man. But no, because like when it comes to like changes and differences, A Comic Kill, that series basically introduces the aspect of, and when it comes to anime, getting rid of your favorite character. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Some studios don't pull the trigger as much on that. Some do, to for the story, to raise the stakes, the whole nine. That series is definitely one that's like this. I'm not even gonna spoil it, but like ending is different compared to the manga. But for those who are Dragon Ball fans, Dragon Ball Super, the Tournament of Power has some differences, manga to anime. Right? Anime, I will say, did its job. It was flashy. It was entertaining. I personally prefer the manga's version of it.
Okay.
And the last one I'm going to bring up on that, and the community, some people in the community may fight me.
Please don't fight, or do. I love some discourse.
Hey, y'all can come up here, we can debate it. And have my trainer set up a fight. We can do that the whole nine. Anyway, Boruto.
What we gonna say?
A lot of people in the community feel the Boruto anime is not up to par.
Okay.
Which I can't say that they're wrong, because I have not taken the time to really even catch up with the anime, because I'm content with the manga.
Okay.
Because the manga's like story and pacing and everything is fantastic. Manga, I'm giving it a solid 7 right now.
Wow.
With solid 7 with growth. I just hope that they don't try to drag it out.
Okay, yeah, that's the worst.
Naruto did his thing. Boruto can be, a nice addition to the story, but it doesn't have to be drawn out.
Okay, it doesn't have to be its own saga, epic.
Like for those who've read Demon Slayer is the manga is done, but the animation is catching up. They still got, as a betting man, I say they still, at the very least, they're gonna drag it out to 26 at the least, 27 at the most. Only because the way they announced that they were doing the final arc. I'm sure they will eventually release it episodically, but they're doing movies.
Oh,
which is genius. I mean, especially after Mugen Train, and Mugen Train took the title of highest grossing anime film.
This is true. I really wish that Demon Slayer would have kept on that bandwagon of releasing these movies, rather than like an episodic movie where they're like, yeah, we're just gonna recap the last season. We'll put in a new episode here, and then we'll put in another episode there, and then that's an hour and fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's killing me. But am I still going to the theaters to see it? Yes, don't stop. But no, the Mugen Train was beautiful, because that arc itself is just small. So they said, you know what, we don't need to drop a whole season for it. We'll drop a movie. And it blew up. So the fact that they're going to split up the final arc in the movies, beautiful.
I cried real tears in the theater, honestly.
Oh.
Like, I didn't know that I even had feelings for Rengoku. So to wrap up our last few minutes here, I think we've had such a great discussion. And honestly, that's why you gotta be careful. You get around somebody who knows their stuff, you talk for hours.
Oh yeah, so accidental.
Without even realizing it.
Look, man.
My last little game for us is called the Game of First.
Okay.
The intention behind this game is to not really elaborate on your answer. It's just to spitfire the answer. I got 2, 4, 6 questions.
Let's get it.
And we'll start with favorite first episode of all time.
Ooh, favorite first episode of all time. I gotta say, what's coming to mind? Bleach.
Next, first anime crush.
Ooh, well, we're doing that. First anime crush. Oh, bet. Get your ears ready. You're about to get real sensual in here. No, I was playing. Well, my first anime crush actually was quiet as a cup. Was Boma.
Really?
Yeah.
Boma. That's a
like,
good one.
When I was with young Justin, it was Boma. Just off, I mean, the comic relief, but more so, like, she was brilliant. I'm like,
she's a smart one. And she could deal with Vegeta, so I thought she was great.
I'm like, bro, she's pretty, she's brilliant, and she's rich. We good for life.
Let's see, next one. Say the first anime intro that comes to mind. The show. You don't have to name us the title.
Oh, intro. First intro that comes to mind is Solo Leveling. If we were talking like music, I was gonna say Rumbling.
Rumbling?
Rumbling goes crazy.
Name the first sad anime you can think of.
Ooh.
And that don't have to be the whole theme. Yeah, it could just be the one that you're like, this made me sad.
Yeah, even though I love the series, it's a hard watch for me. Goblin Slayer.
Oh man, yeah, that first episode left quite an impression.
No, yeah, Goblin Slayer was tough.
Do you remember your first adult level anime?
Oh, High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead.
You know, one of my favorites is High School DxD.
Really? And the last question. First isekai that left any impression on you?
That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Oh my god, I love that one.
Because that anime solidified the fact that there is nobody in anime named Benimaru that can be lame.
You're right. No Benimarus are lame.
No Benimarus are lame. But an isekai that does need his flowers. Shout outs to Eminence and Shadow.
Really?
Oh my
like
god.
That one?
That series is great.
I've watched the first several episodes. I don't think I finished the first season.
I finished the first season. I binged the second throughout my work week. Man, I need figures. I need the movie to hurry up and drop so they can go to season 3. More than likely, but to go read the light novel on that too.
Well, I think that really brings us to our conclusion today. I want to thank you so much, Justin, for volunteering. He volunteered to be my next guinea pig to interview.
The next victim.
Not a victim. I think I tried to keep it as concise and fun as possible without taking up too much of your time.
Man, what? You got more time? Let's do this. Let's add another hour and a half.
It's the memory on the phone that's keeping us limited.
Hey, no worries.
But I'm pretty sure that we get a second round 2 of conversation going. I'll have to revamp how we do these interviews, but I'm more than happy to do another one if you're willing.
And you know what? I mean, again, it's a starting thing. So, you know, it's growing. You're learning and developing. I did the same thing and am still doing with this club.
Yeah, which we'll plug again. Shout out to all the things that you've got going on. Instagram, Discord, and anything else you want to share.
Absolutely. You know, Born Otaku. I actually got a challenge I'm gonna do. So this is gonna be for y'all. The challenge isn't issued now, but
when we get there,
when I officially announce it, because I don't plug all my socials, just because on certain socials I am a wild caveman, wild man. Their socials is wild. the challenge is I got $100 for the first person who can find my profile on Tumblr. The fact that I still use Tumblr should tell you everything you need to know.
Do they get a hit? How will they know that they found you? Your face is on it.
My face is on the profile because I actually went through customer support to fix that because they thought I was a particular page, but I'm not, just because of. Anyways,
That's wild.
Yeah, no, the hit is my face and my first name is included.
Okay.
So other than that,
you're on your own.
If you find me,
okay.
If you find me, quiet. I mean, if you know, you know. But yeah, Born Otaku, come check us out. For those who see this, again, we're the last Saturday of every month. We have more events and stuff in the works that will pop up. I'm open to meet, chop it up, and collab with whoever, as long as you bringing a genuine idea to the table. Or even if you want to chop it up, holla at your boy. I got you.
Well, I can't wait to see how these bonfire events go. I'll be at his event on the last Saturday. Bye, you guys.
Peace.
もしもし